Welcome back. So, today I would like to talk about sentimentality and how I feel like that's really influenced my art, and then at the same time, how it influences my space. Because I don't know why I would like to talk about sentimentality is because I view myself as a very sentimental person and I can feel that attachment when it comes to my artwork. And I speak of sentimental as someone who holds emotions or garners emotions towards objects, events, people. It's a very empathetic thing. I feel like sentimentality with me, it goes as far back as still holding on to artworks I made as a kid, little wire figurines or action figures or even clothes that I had. Because I feel like it doesn't make me a hoarder. It makes me, I get like emotional attachment towards these objects, and I just feel like I should hold on to them forever because I'd like to pass it on, I guess. One of the collections that I've been starting and I'm really proud of because I think it's been growing quite exponentially is my records collection. I'll show some of them off, or most of them, all of them maybe. I have Quincy Jones. I heard that I love Quincy Jones. My dad loves Quincy Jones. All of these records I have because of my dad's taste in music and my mom. I can't forget my mom. I got this in Swakop. I got a bunch of them in Swakop. I get most of them in Swakop because they're cool to like sift through the collections of other people and find some. This is my first one and one of my favorite like artists. I got a Jimi Hendrix one from my friend Hank. Again, the idea of sentimentality also is really strong with these. This is one of my prized possessions. So I got it from his grandma on Blogrants, and it was a really cool exchange. So like I'll always hold this one near and dear to my heart. It's so cool. I have a James Last Band. I'm trying to collect James Last Band. I don't know. I think all their records and vinyls look really cool. I had this fucked up Earth, Wind, and Fire one. It was like $9, man. So why not? You know. Also, cause my dad, I got a Peaches and Herb collection vinyl. The Jolly Brothers. You know. And I found these two box sets. This one is called Superstars of the 60s and 70s. There's a Jimi Hendrix one in there too. So I can also add that to my Jimi Hendrix collection. One, it's called The Million Sellers. So it's filled with a bunch of records and vinyls from different genres. There's some great shit on this. A lot of songs that my mom likes. That's what I'm collecting. So I can't wait to like actually sit down and listen to all of them. I think it's gonna be great. I'd like to start with this wall of art I have in my room. It's art from school. It's art that I did at competitions. It's art that I did that I feel like was a turning point, or something that could just be a ode. Like I have this cool collage of like primarily Spider-Man and Iron Man and the Avengers, like Marvel characters that I made. I think it's cool. There's a painting of Ruby. There's a painting of Mac Miller that I did. And there's a painting of Finn and Jake that my partner gave me. And then some are just like a ceramic piece I did at school, my first time oil painting on a large surface. Collect media that I like, and anything pertaining to a certain media like Dragon Ball Z, Marvel, the music I listen to, video games. I just like to collect books. I'm getting into books now. So it's been fun. I've been reading World War III because a lot of the artworks I create I pull from different media. That's why I've been trying to read books more, because I felt like I've been doing a lot of artworks from movies, TV shows, music, but I haven't used music as a medium or an inspiration yet. So I think that will be great, or a cool thing to do, and see how I can further my artworks. Son of a bitch. I like to collect little figurines, and I just like to collect things that pertain to stuff I like. I like thrifted clothing. I like things with stories. It comes back to sentimentality. And then it's just such a like hats and shit. I like collecting clothes and I like having things. It's weird, but I feel like as long as I'm on earth, I should have things and I should build this emotional attachment towards these things, and I would like these things to be displayed in my space. With the theme or the topic being sentimentality and like collection and collecting, and I feel like that relates to my art. I feel like with fashion and how people dress also really relates to how I am, because I've always expressed myself through my clothes. Or there was a time where I felt like, I can paint. Why don't I paint my own shirts? It's the same like I can make things. Why don't I make my own toys? It's the same with comic books and art in general. I like art. Why can't I make that type of art? Why can't I make this sort of movie? Why can't I animate this by myself? Like that love also comes from art, I from fashion, and you can see it in my paintings. Like I like painting jewelry, I love painting fabrics, I love doing different patterns on clothes. It's it's something that I feel like it is ingrained into my art, and it's something I love. I love the way people dress. I love how people express themselves. I love how I express myself through both my art and my clothes. Like the shirt I'm wearing right now, I printed it myself. It's in vain with like all the bandit and Ruby things I've been doing, and I want to make this a thing where I can make more and give it to people or sell it to people or make money from it. Fashion is something I really care for, and it shows in like certain clothing I have, or my collection of jeans. I love jeans. I love tattered jeans. I love, as you can see, I love jeans, man. So I love denim as a fabric. It's such a great, thick, indestructible fabric, and it really has a story, man. I love denim. I like how clothes create individuality. Not create, but it's a great way to express individuality. And I find it through some of these t-shirts, man. It's something as small as a t-shirt, but now everyone knows I love Spawn when I wear that out. A bunch of these are just like shirts I like, things like a Lil Wayne shirt. I like Lil Wayne, man. And I also tie that to the things I like collecting. Then I spoke about earlier about things that, okay, right now, like this shirt being the spawn of a collection. I can trace these books back to being the spawn of a collection of like books too now, since like they are also some of the things that I have to grab first if I bounce out of here. This is the latest one I got. It's a Catwoman graphic novel collection. I like these hardcover books because they always have such cool art and they look cool to store, and it's just like an omnibus of everything. So I got Catwoman, Selena's Big Score. I love the colors in this book, man. I love it. It's great. It's great. This is one of my first ever Justice Be Done, JSA, fucking the Justice Society of America. I love this book. Also, again, there's a sentimental connection because when I got this was around the same time I got this shirt, and as a young, and I was a big Justice League fan, and you know, this book I read it so many times. And then I have a Howard the Duck graphic novels collection from Marvel again, and this book is one of my firsts. I love it so much. I wanted to collect all of them, but we don't get that much shit out here consistently. So this book, cool shit. Quincy Jones. I heard that. I love Quincy Jones. My dad loves Quincy Jones. A lot.